Good afternoon, everybody. Pleased to welcome you to Cedarfield's live chat for Wednesday, November 10th. My name's Allison Zach, and I'm the Director of Philanthropy here at Cedarfield. And I am substituting for both Michael and Matt today. Michael is out of the office, and Matt is hosting the biannual survey from the health department here up in the health services area. So he is not able to join us today. So what we'll do is go through the winners of the scholarship program. We'll have an opportunity to meet them. And then we will have a presentation from Ann Hopper and Dr. Shear. And we'll close the program at that point. So without further ado, I'd like to give you a little bit of background on the scholarship program for those of you who may be new to Cedarfield. About a year and a half ago, a group of residents got together to start meeting and develop a scholarship program.
We can't hear you.
Can't hear me? Sorry.
You don't project their language. Right?
Okay, so I will try to speak a little louder for the audience that's here. A different mic for the live chat than there is for usual town hall meeting. But the group got together and they worked really hard to come up with the criteria and all of the components of the scholarship program. And it was really started as a part of the 25th anniversary program, but now it has been funded and is strong enough that it can continue to be a permanent part of the Cedarfield culture. Funds for the scholarship have been donated from residents, from resident families, and from team members who believe in the power of education and what it can do to help grow our team members here professionally. I want to thank those residents for the hard work and their expertise that they shared. Many of them have had experiences either as scholarship winners in their past or as higher education or fund development people in colleges and universities around Virginia. And I'd also like to thank Stephanie Berghume, our Director of Human Resources, for all the support that she's given to the program. So far, the group has awarded 9 scholarships to team members, and today we're going to announce 4 more new ones. And I'd like to introduce Ann Williams, one of our residents, who is the head of the scholarship program, who is going to tell us a little bit about the process.
Thank you. It has been a pleasure to serve as the chair of the group up until last week. And the process is that the word goes out to all team members at Cedarfield that the applications will be received. This happens several times a year. They have a month to get their information in. When the applications come to this application committee, the application review committee, all personal information has been removed. So we are blind. We do not know who is applying for these scholarships. So we can't pick our favorite person to get one or our least favorite not to. So it's a wonderful process, and then we are so thrilled at the end when we hear those who have been awarded the scholarships. It has been a true pleasure to do this, and Elsa Falls is going to be the next chair of the group, and it's just been a wonderful opportunity. This time we have 2 new people and 2 returning scholarship winners. So it's a great thing. People are coming back.
Mrs. Falls? Mrs. Falls will introduce our first winner.
Will, can you come up, please? Will Stern is Ancillary Services Manager, and he's going to be taking a class at J. Sargent Reynolds Community College with his scholarship on Principles of Supervision, I believe it's called.
That's correct.
And his application, and I quote what Will had to say in that application, "My interest in pursuing this class is driven by my desire to improve my management skills. I feel it will improve my area of operation within Lifestyle and Wellness Department, making staff relations a priority, and making functional improvements to concierge and transportation services at Cedarfield, so we can give residents the best service possible." Will, congratulations to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Let's steal this part back. No worries. Next up is Ms. Bolio. And Lori. She was just here a second ago. She's here. She's here. Good.
Hi. Hello. I'm Nancy Bolio, for those of you that don't know, and it is my pleasure to introduce to you this lovely lady who is the recipient of 2 scholarship awards here at Cedarfield. In her application, she stated that she hoped to have the access to helping new residents as well as those who have been here for quite a while. Now, you're going to ask, where was she when the Bolios moved in? And I would like to know exactly that. It's her understanding and her desire to help you with furniture, color schemes, and downsizing as well as anything else. She wants to be to the person that we all know as the interior decorator. I would like to also add that I think it's wonderful that we have this program, and I wish the program had been in existence a long time ago, but thank God it is now.
Thank you so much. Next up, Dr. Seghetti will announce our next winner.
Fiona. Our next Cedarfield Scholar is Fiona Ross, Creative Expressions Coordinator, who will be taking a certificate course to be an Opening Minds Through Art Facilitator, better known as OMA. Fiona shared the following in her application: creating art and participating in the social interaction between students and teacher creates feelings of well-being, belonging, happiness, and self-confidence. The OMA training will help her plan programs that will be successful and fun for all our residents, with special attention to making programs accessible to those who are experiencing cognitive changes. I will use everything I learned to help our residents have successful and joyful art-making experiences in a welcoming and supportive environment. Congratulations, Fiona. Bump elbows.
Congratulations. Thank you very much. Great job. Thank you. Thank you. And our final speaker is Sylvia Fine, who will introduce our last scholarship award winner.
So would Claire make her way up here, please? I would like to introduce and congratulate Claire Culbertson, who is a dining supervisor, and we know that one thing that is very near and dear to the residents of Cedarfield is our food. So before I even congratulate you, Claire, we want to thank you. On Claire's application, she wrote, "I hope to learn how to be a better leader to serve our residents at Cedarfield. This program will not only help me care for residents, but also for the members of my team as they care for the residents. I look forward to fine-tuning the skills needed to be a helpful mentor and an exemplary leader. Congratulations, Claire.
Thank you.
Now I'd like to introduce Frank Moncassel, who serves as the chair of the Scholarship Action Team's efforts in raising resources for our most important program.
Thank you, Sylvia, and good afternoon, everybody, and congratulations again to Claire, Will, Fiona, and Laurie. I think that's just terrific, and it's been an honor and a privilege for me to be a part of this Leadership Scholarship Program and watch it grow over the past year. I want to thank also the many residents who've contributed to the fund. It's just been terrific. It's through your generosity that we have been able to award 13, that's lucky 13, scholarships so far this year, and we look forward to opening the application process to more team members in March of next year for another round. Dean and I and every member of the Scholarship Action Team have supported this effort because we believe in the power of education to not only help team members grow professionally, but earn more money, and also that they can use their skills and expertise in serving the Cedarfield community. The Scholarship Fund here at Cedarfield grows weekly with residents making gifts. It's been very rewarding. Last week, we received a very special gift from Jan Layton, and we would like to recognize her for her gift and the impact it will have in years to come to Cedarfield. Jan, would you come forward here? Jan has been an important part of our Scholarship Action Team and a tireless supporter of our team members. And she shared with me that when she first came to Cedarfield, you'd always had it in your heart to have a scholarship fund. So this is a culmination of many years of your help. She often promotes the program to other team members, offering an encouraging word to our current scholarship winners and always sharing her time and talents with us. So Jan, we have a gift for you, and I hope you'll make a few remarks in connection with this program.
Thank you
This
very
gift.
much. It's an honor to serve on this committee. It's probably been a culmination of my husband Ed and my dream when we first came to Cedarfield. We thought a scholarship fund would enhance the ability of our team members to consider their dreams a possibility. And now, starting our 25th anniversary and the work of the committee here, we've been able to fulfill that dream. I'm sorry. It's a dream we all can continue to help. Many of us have birthdays. Everybody here have a birthday? Everybody here have family that's going to give you a gift at Christmas or another holiday? I've worked with my family, and this year I don't get any Christmas presents or any birthday presents because they are going to join together and give a gift in my honor to the Scholarship Fund. And I encourage you all to think about that. Do you really need a gift? Or could that gift give you an opportunity to share in other people's dreams on a daily basis and over many, many years? Thank you for the opportunity to serve, and God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Jan. If others are interested in learning more or would like to donate to the Cedarfield Scholarship Fund, please reach out to Allison in our philanthropy office. I could also say that Michael Shaw would be welcome to visit too, and as would I or any members of the Scholarship Committee. I would be happy to talk with them, and I thought why we think it's important to invest in our team members. So many thanks and congratulations to our Cedarfield members.
All right, that concludes the Scholarship Award presentation. I'd like to introduce Anne and Dr. Scheer right now. I know one thing that Michael and Matt wanted me to assure everyone is that we are all still green. There are no cases on campus at any levels. And Anne and Dr. Scheer, come on up and join us.
Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Scheer. I'm the medical director here at Cedar Field.
Hi, I'm Ann Hopper, the nurse in the clinic.
So we just want to kind of answer some of the questions that we've had throughout the last week. So go ahead, Ann.
All right. The first question that everyone is anxiously awaiting, when can we take off our masks?
Well, actually, I believe Michael Shaw's in a meeting with the Virginia Health Department to kind of go over that right now. So hopefully we'll hear some more information. There's no new information from the post-acute and long-term care side, so I don't believe there's anything different on the license side. I would think going forward that we would continue to want to have kind of team members probably be, sorry, I guess I can take this off so you can understand me. Speaking of, we'll probably, continue to practice good hygiene, hand washing. For now, the masks are still the same. There's no change in how we're doing the masks, but if we hear more from the CDC or from the Virginia Health Department, I would love to see us be able to take our mask off, especially knowing the rates of the booster shots that we've had. So I think we've all done very well with trying to get vaccinated and keep those numbers high, our team members as well. So I think it is time to be able to celebrate and hopefully be able to take our masks off.
How often will we need boosters?
So this is an interesting question. I actually got this a couple of times in clinic. Nobody's released any information on how often. I do think theoretically it will depend on kind of the rates of COVID in the community, and as it makes its way, just like any virus, similar to the flu, once we're able to get the overall rates down, so across the country, if we have enough people getting vaccinations to knock the rate of transmission down, then it'll more than likely go to a yearly virus, most like everything else. So it'll probably have a season, and we would probably get a yearly booster at that point. Until that happens, it's unfortunately still a moving target. So while the country and the U.S. and the world in and of itself, I do think we're going to start seeing increased rates in certain countries that don't have as much access to vaccinations. I'm particularly kind of worried about kind of how it's going to spread within Africa. And I think that will also translate to what our ability to go to a less strict vaccination strategy will be. And it's more kind of, like I said, it really, this is a world pandemic, and it needs a world solution. So unfortunately, we don't all have the same privileges. So we'll see.
What should we be doing to stay healthy?
Good question. So kind of the same things that we've always talked about. You want to make sure that you're staying active. I think one of the big fallouts that we saw with COVID was that a lot of the social engagement that we used to have that contributes to your health and your mental and physical well-being kind of died off. And I think it's taken more effort than we realized to start that back up. And so it does take a conscious effort to think about how you're plugging into your community. Are you checking on your neighbors? Are they checking on you? Are you trying to seek out, dinner with friends? Those kind of things. I think it's very important. Another thing I've seen, and we've seen this in the news too, is the rise of alcohol use. And now, not necessarily within Cedarfield, but outside of Cedarfield, there's a large amount of substance abuse that's on the rise as well. So I think kind of keeping in check, our anxiety, our depression, checking in with how you're feeling and having discussions about that. This has been, unprecedented, and so our response is likely going to be the same. So kind of taking a look at those things. What is healthy for you? What is healthy for all of us? Diet, exercise, getting out in nature, all of those things. So.
All right, and then this is an update from the clinic. Bonnie wants to make sure that you have a vial of life in your refrigerator and that it's up to date. So that would be with any medications that might have changed, emergency contact information, your code status. There's just a lot of information on that vial of life, and it's really helpful when you have to go out to the hospital and we're sending you out. And that's pretty much the only thing we have to go by when we don't have a lot of time. So.
I have a question about that, Anne. So when your cardiologist change your medication, do they call the clinic to let you know?
No, they don't. That would be up to the resident. So really any medication change, it's not just if you have your doctor here, Dr. Shear or Dr. Cook might let me know, or they will let me know that there's a medication change, but really it's up to each one of you to let us know of changes, and certainly with a specialist that might put you on a medication. So that's a good question.
So these were kind of the questions that we got within the last week. Obviously, since we're not in the thick of COVID right now, we're not getting as many questions coming in. But if there's any subjects that you would like us to go over or talk about, I think there's been some interest I've heard in insomnia, so I'm going to try and come up with some strategies and what we're doing for that. But if you want to email Ann Hopper with any other questions that you would like us to go over or any other topics you'd like us to discuss, we can certainly do that next week.
Mm-hmm. All right. Any questions right now?
All right. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you both for that. I think we'll close with our spiritual care moment, but I want to let you know that if you have questions or if there's anything that wasn't addressed this afternoon that you'd like to talk to Michael about, he will be back in the office tomorrow. Matt will be more available. Please reach out to any of the directors. We'd be happy to help you with whatever questions you might have. And now I'd like to introduce Dale.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dale Smith, a chaplain intern here at Cedarfield. For our closing spiritual moment today, I'm going to read a short poem that celebrates the change of seasons that we're all experiencing so beautifully right now, as well as the divine embrace of us all. And this poem is called Autumn, and it's by Rainer Maria Rilke. The leaves fall as from far, like distant gardens withered in the heavens. They fall with slow and lingering descent. And in the nights the heavy earth too falls, from out the stars into the solitude. Thus all doth fall. This hand of mine must fall, and lo, the other one. It is the law. But there is one who holds this falling infinitely softly in his hands. Thank you.